The Beard Trap. Meet Hans Steininger. Back in 1567, he was the mayor of a town in Austria called Braunau am Inn. Hans had a beard that was 4.5 feet long. That's about 1.4 meters. That's a size of average little boy. Usually, to stop himself from tripping, he kept his beard rolled up neatly in a leather pouch inside his pocket. But on September 28th, a fire broke out in his town. Being the mayor, Hans panicked and immediately sprang into action. In the chaos, he forgot one crucial thing: the pouch. He didn't roll up the beard. As he was running down the stairs, he stepped on his own beard, tripped, tumbled down and snapped his neck, instantly dead. The Polite Explosion. His name was Tycho Brahe, a genius astronomer in the 16th century. In 1601, he was attending a fancy royal banquet in Prague. He drank a lot of wine. Eventually, nature called. Loudly, he really needed to pee, but back then, etiquette rules were strict. Leaving the dinner table before the nobleman finished eating was considered extremely rude. Tycho was a polite guy, so he decided to hold it. He held it for hours. By the time he finally got home, it was too late. His bladder had been stretched so much that it either burst or got a severe infection. He died a slow, painful death 11 days later. The Flying Turtle. This is Aeschylus. He is known as the father of Greek tragedy. Ironically, his death was more like a cartoon. Aeschylus had one distinct feature. He was very, very bald. His head was shiny and smooth, like a polished bowling ball. One day, an eagle was flying above him, carrying a tortoise. These eagles have a habit of dropping tortoises onto hard rocks to crack their shells open for food. The eagle looked down, saw Aeschylus's shiny head and thought, "Hey, that looks like a nice rock." So the eagle dropped the turtle. The tortoise smashed directly onto his skull, killing him instantly. The tortoise probably walked away fine, but the playwright did not. The Killer Joke. Meet Chrysippus. He was a famous Greek philosopher who was known for being very serious about logic, but apparently his sense of humor was his real downfall. One day, he was watching a donkey eat some of his figs. Most people would just be annoyed that a donkey is stealing their snacks. But for Chrysippus, this was the peak of comedy. He thought it was so funny that he shouted to his servant, "Hey, now give that donkey some wine to wash down those figs." He found his own joke so hilarious that he started laughing. And then he couldn't stop. He was gasping for air, rolling on the ground, and probably crying. He laughed so hard that he went into cardiac arrest and died right there on the spot. He literally died from his own bad dad joke. The Deadly Demonstration. In 1871, a lawyer named Clement Vallandigham was in the middle of the biggest case of his life. He was defending a man accused of murder in a bar fight. Clement had a theory. He argued that the victim wasn't murdered at all, but accidentally shot himself while trying to pull his gun out of his pocket. To prove this to the jury, Clement decided to do a live demonstration. He picked up a pistol that he believed was unloaded. He put it in his pocket, looked at the jury and said, "It happened just like this." He pulled the trigger. Bang! Turns out the gun was very much loaded. He shot himself in the stomach right there in the courtroom. He died the next day, but here's the crazy part. His demonstration was so convincing that the jury believed him. His client was found not guilty and walked free. Clement won the case, but he didn't live to celebrate it.